Test, test. What's that?
No.
Check one. All right, folks, welcome to Cabot. We're hoping that we're live here. David Thompson doing a great job getting everything set up for you. It's a windy day here at Cabot, and your Wampus Cats are playing the Cabot Panthers in a big 6A Central Conference matchup, and the wind is just howling, so it may be an issue as you're watching at home. Sean Cover leading things off for your Wampus Cats. Senior. Fouls it off. Catcher making a play. And he does. And that's out number one for the Wampus Cats. Great play by the catcher. It's going to bring up London Stewart. So both of these teams are undefeated in 6A Central Conference play. London Stewart batting second today. Called strike. And fouled off by Stewart. And that ball misses high. One ball, two strikes to count to London Stewart. One out here in the top of the first. We're trying to get stuff working for you, folks. We got a camera working behind the plate. We're good. London Stewart, center fielder and pitcher. Gets a hold of one. The way the wind's blowing, that's deep. That's down. Left fielder throws his hands up for a ground rule double for London Stewart. And that just almost left the park, folks. Great swing for Stewart. And your Wampus Cats have a runner on second. That's going to bring up Willie Voss. Stewart's on second with one out. Top of the first for your Wampus Cats. If you're just joining us, Conway playing the Cabot Panthers. Both teams are undefeated in 6A Central Conference play. Cabot, I believe, is undefeated on the season. Could be wrong about that. Voss ahead in the count. One ball, no strikes. Stewart with the lead at second. Ball is fouled out of play. One ball, one strike with 1 out for your Wampus Cats. A pivotal conference matchup. And that's a called strike. Don't know about that call, but it's what it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Voss. Stewart on second base via a ground rule double, hop the fence. And that's in the turf. Evens the count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Stewart. Or I'm sorry, to Voss. Kind of windy today. It's causing some equipment problems, but we're trying to get everything squared away. Hopefully you can hear the broadcast as we work on the video. And that ball misses high. Full count for Willie Voss. That ball's fouled down the first base line, leaving the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, folks, very windy here, if you can hear that on the broadcast. And that's a dribbler to second, fielded. Voss with his speed almost beats it out. He's out at first. And that's going to move Stewart to third. And 2 outs for your Wampus Cats, and that's going to bring up Silas Cicero. Number 8 for your Wampus Cats. Silas is a senior. Had some good outings on the mound this season so far. Breaking ball in for strike 1. Lennon Stewart's on third. Reached to be a ground rule double. Got a hold of 1 with the way the wind is today. Say there's potential to see a ball leave the park. Cabot is all turf, looks like. And that's a hard hit ball to third baseman. Fields it clean, throws, pulls the guy off the bag. I don't think he got him. I think he missed him. But they called him out, and that'll end the inning for the Wampus Cats. So Wampus Cats, top of the first, get 1 hit. London Stewart with the ground rule double. And that's all they could manage. So no runs on 1 hit and no errors. And that's going to bring Nate Wanamaker out to warm up for the Wampus Cats today. And we'll be back for the bottom of the first here in a few seconds. All right. All right, we're back here. Bottom of the first. Nate Wanamaker on the mound for the Wampus Cats. Swung on first pitch. It's going to be in foul territory on first base line. Willie Voss makes the play. And that's one pitch and one out for the Wampus Cats. Brings up Jacob Murray, number 4 for the Cabot Panthers. Energetic dugout for the Cabot Panthers. And that's a strike for Wanamaker. Wampus Cat fans, if you remember, this is where your Wampus Cats dropped their lone conference game last season. And we're hoping for history to not repeat itself today. Wanamaker misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And that's a hard hit ball foul and out of play. I believe that makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. The scoreboard has it 2 balls and 1 strike. But I think I'm right. And Wanamaker misses high to even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Conway Wampus Cats, unless the schedule changes. It's a hard hit ball. That's through the gap. Past the second baseman, fielded by right fielder Whit Williams, gets the ball in. And Jacob Murray is on for Cabot Panthers with a single. Tillman up to bat for the Cabot Panthers. Number 7 playing first base, I believe. We don't have a roster from Cabot. Lots of clapping from the Cabot dugout. Great pitch by Wanamaker. And he gets a first pitch strike. Misses low. Wanamaker checking Murray at first. Murray's getting a pretty good sized lead. And Wanamaker blows it by him. Great pitch from Wanamaker. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And Wanamaker in the checks the runner at first. Runner's gone. And the ball is passed into center, but it's gotten retrieved, and so no harm done. Murray does advance on the stolen base. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Murray got a good jump. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Full count here to the batter. Jacob Murray on second base for the Cabot Panthers. That ball's fouled out of play. Still a full count. Conway's scheduled to play Cabot again on Thursday at home. Another conference game. And a home game on Friday as well. Both of those are weather permitting. Nate wheels around, keeping Murray close at second. Murray's got good speed, getting a big lead. 3-2 the count. And he struck him out. Great job on the mound by Wanamaker. And that's a big strikeout here as that brings the second out of the inning. Cabot's got a runner in scoring position, so great pitch by Wanamaker. I believe they said it's the right fielder, Braylon Henderson, I believe is what they said. I'm trying to listen to the PA for Cabot. And your Wampus Cats have 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Great pitch, Wanamaker. Another first pitch strike for Nate. Doing a good job mixing up his pitches early. Murray's bouncing around a lot at second. And missed somewhere. We'll say outside. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And Wampus Cats 1 pitch away from getting out of the first here. Fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Again, if you're joining us late, Cabot Panthers and your Conway Wampus Cats both undefeated in 6A Central Conference play. So this is a big week of baseball for both teams. Hard hit ball. Great play by Stewart. Takes a couple steps back, and that ends the inning for your Wampus Cats. Cabot manages no runs on 1 hit, no errors for the Cabot Panthers. Will be back with the top of the second from the Wampus Cats Sports Network. All right. We're back. We are back. Hopefully you can hear me. That's going to bring up number 9, Carter Crow, the DH today. And first pitch strike. A 1 the count to Carter Crow. Carter's a senior for the Wampus Cats. That ball misses high. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, good weather today, but there's wind. It's blowing out and in. That ball misses. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count to the designated hitter, Carter Crow. Misses low and outside. 3-1 the count. As you can hear, the wind is ripping today in Cabot. Really nice ballpark here. Ball 4 for Carter Crow, and he's on base. Leadoff walk for the Wampus Cats as we try to get something going in the top of the second. It's going to bring up your pitcher today, Nate Wanamaker. So Wampus Cats look to get something going here early. Crow with a good lead at first. Ball down the middle for strike 1. Crow with the lead at first again. The throw over to first, not in time. That was a quick pickoff move by the pitcher. Carter's got good speed on the bases, so that ball misses high. And the count is 1-1 to Nate Wanamaker. Nate's a junior pitching today. Committed to UCA for baseball. Gonna be a Bear. And the 1-1 pitch just missed. Low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike to Wanamaker. Wanamaker's a little bigger strike zone. And that ball could be trouble. Charged in by the left fielder, makes the catch. Almost in the gap. And that's 1 out for your Wampus Cats. That brings up Kean Brown, second baseman. Number 7 for your Wampus Cats. Carter Crow's on first after a leadoff walk here in the top of the second. And that's fouled off, out of play. Again, if you're just joining us, this is a big week of baseball for your Wampus Cats as they look to stay undefeated in the 6A Central. Cabot, throw over to first, not in time. Cabot is also undefeated in the 6A Central, so important baseball for both teams. Squares to bunt. It's passed. Carter's Crow advances to second. Round second gives it a look. So Brown showed bunt. Wild pitch gets by the catcher. Carter Crow advances to second, and your Wampus Cats have a runner in scoring position for the second inning. Crow's on second. Kean Brown, senior second baseman, is at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Swing and a miss for Brown. One ball, 2 strikes, the count. That is a hard hit ball, and that's down. Crow rounds third. He's going for it. And he scores easily. Big hit for senior Kean Brown. And your Wampus Cats are in business here with 1 run, looking to add to it. It's always important on the road in a big conference game to get off to a fast start, and that's what we're hoping for. A little dugout celebration. Like to see it. That's going to bring up Simon Abel. Simon is playing third today, I believe. Again, I walked in straight from the car. So we've got no lineups. Right down the pipe, strike 1. That ball's moving. And Brown takes second. Check. Having a little technical difficulty. Brown takes second. The count to Simon Abel is 1 ball, 1 strike. Kean Brown on second now. Swing and a miss. Working to get a camera angle for center field, so we're hoping that's in the works. Abel fouls that one off. Foul that one off towards the first base side, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that misses high. And Kean Brown advances. Oh no, the catcher, it missed high, it came off fast, the brick wall behind. I think he probably could have made a throw, but he didn't. And Brown's on third, so. Wild pitch. And your Wampus Cats have a runner at third with 1 out here in the Wampus Cat half of the second. That ball misses high. Full count to sophomore Simon Abel. With Williams on deck for the Wampus Cats. That ball's hit. That's down in center. It's going to score Brown from third. Great piece of hitting by Simon Abel. That's going to bring up senior Whit Williams. Wampus Cats 2 runs so far in the top of the second. Looking to add to it. That ball's hit out of play down the first base side. Throw over to first. Not in time. Simon Abel's back. And Williams swings and misses. Going to bring the count to 0-2 for Whit Williams. That ball's fouled out of play. I think hopefully we've got center field camera working now. But I don't know. Swing and a miss. Whit Williams goes down swinging. And that's going to be 2 outs for the Wampus Cats. That brings up the top of the order for the Wampus Cats, Sean Cover. Sophomore Simon Abel on first. Called strike. And that's a ground ball to short. And that's going to end the inning for the Conway Wampus Cats. Not before Conway gets 2 runs. And we'll be back for the bottom of the second. All right, folks, we are back. Maybe. Bottom of the second here at Cabot. Nate Wanamaker on the mound for the Wampus Cats. That's a hard hit ball. London Stewart lays out, just misses it. And that's going to be a stand-up double. Great effort by Stewart in center. Just missed it. That would have been a highlight reel play. So leadoff man on second for Cabot. That pitch fouled off as Wanamaker works ahead in the count. Oh, 1 delivery. Misses high, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. And hits the batter. That's going to put runners on first and second for Cabot here with no outs in the bottom of the second. And that's a bunt put down first base line, fielded by Wanamaker, and they get the out at first, but not without advancing the runners to second and third. So your Wampus Cats have 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And Wanamaker delivers right down the middle. Strike 1. Great first pitch for Wanamaker. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes to count as Wanamaker's way ahead here. Runners on second and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Fouls it off. Wanamaker ahead 0-2. Misses high. I like that pitch, though, especially way ahead in the count like this. Also misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Just misses the batter. That ball had some velocity on it. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Full count. 1 out here, and it's early in the game, but feels like a big pitch here for Wanamaker and the Wampus Cats. And a great pitch by Wanamaker. Gets him swinging. And that's a strikeout that your Wampus Cats needed. So now we got 2 outs here. Runners on second and third. Makes the throw to second. Not in time. Another first pitch strike for Wanamaker. Good job of Nate by getting ahead early in these counts. Left outfield's playing pretty deep with the wind blowing. Just a little bit high. One ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Also just missed. That ball's hit. Kean Brown makes the out. And that ends the inning for the Wampus Cats. Cabot strands 2. So after 2, your Wampus Cats lead the Cabot Panthers 2-0 on the Wampus Cats Sports Network. Check. Check. All right, so folks, I think we're back live now after some hard work by David Thompson and crew. So London Stewart's up for the Wampus Cats. Swing and a miss, pitch 1, strike 1. I'll catch you up as I can. Wampus Cats scored 2 in the top of the second, and Cabot threatened in the bottom of the second, leaving 2 runners stranded on second and third by some good pitching by Nate Wanamaker. Conway had some Carter Crow leadoff walk in the top of the second. Kean Brown moved him around on after a stolen base, I believe. And then Simon Abel drove in a run to account for your 2 Wampus Cat runs. And that's where we're at. 2-0, top of the third. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to senior London Stewart. London's playing center field today. It's super windy today in Cabot, and as I mentioned earlier, both of these teams set undefeated in the 6A Central Conference. So this is a big week of baseball for both teams. That ball misses low. 3-2 for Stewart, full count. Seems like we've had lots of full counts today. Super windy. Stewart got a ground rule double on his first at bat. And that's a slow roller to second. Could be trouble, and it is trouble. Stewart with good speed on the bases, and that's a great infield hit for Stewart. Stewart's first at bat did everything but leave the park. It bounced over the fence, put him on second. Second at bat gets him to first. So good day so far at the plate for Stewart. And your Wampus Cats have the leadoff man on for the second inning in a row, and that's going to bring up senior Willie Voss. Wampus Cats looking to add to a 2-0 lead here in the third. If you're joining us, had a little broadcast interruption. If it could go wrong, it has gone wrong. And speaking of going wrong, was a called strike, but probably not a strike. Can't challenge it yet. Throw over to first, not in time. Joined on the air now by the legendary David Thompson, who's been our IT troubleshooter, climbing in the outfield, setting up cameras. Runner goes. Oh. 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 He tagged him in the pocket after his hand was passed. And Coach Harden is not going to like this. I don't know if we have a camera on this or not. Probably be better if we don't. It's going to be a short conversation. I don't know how he tagged him in his pocket.
I couldn't tell, Colby. It looked like maybe Max, I'm sorry.
London.
London, Justin, Max. One of the Stewarts.
Yeah.
Maybe he kind of got stuck and didn't get the base in time.
Could have been.
We're a little bit blocked from our side angle here.
We are a little blocked, but our job is to be homers, so.
Coach Harden didn't go for that response. He wants to appeal, which at Robinson, they just appealed everything. So you just get second opinions down there. But no such luck here. These guys are owning their calls as they should.
Called strike to Willie Voss.
That's the second strike to Willie. This about that. It maybe caught the front knee, but I don't.
Certainly would have been a tough pitch to do anything with. Fouled it off, staying alive. David, is Cabot undefeated on the season overall, I think?
No, they've got one loss.
Okay.
They dropped a game in the Cabot tournament this past weekend, but they are 6-0 in conference.
Are they the only undefeated? Is Jonesboro undefeated?
Jonesboro is also undefeated, and the Wampus Cats are also undefeated.
Of course. And another foul ball for Willie Voss.
As they say, something has to give.
Something has to give today. You're more of a baseball guy than me, but I don't think there's a way that both these teams are undefeated at the end of the day.
Well, not if we play it to its conclusion.
That ball misses high and away. Again, if you're just joining us or you gave up on us momentarily, Wampus Cats lead 2-0 here in the top of the third. After a walk and 2 timely hits in the second inning for the Wampus Cats. Also, some good defense and pitching in the bottom of the second as Cabot had runners on second and third, but your Wampus Cats were able to leave them there. So this is where we're at. Super windy day here in Cabot.
Yeah, and that's showing a little bit on our center field shot. So hopefully it'll simmer down as the night goes on.
The cameraman in center field is shaking a little bit. That's a well-struck ball. Even with the wind, though, the center fielder makes a play. The center fielder is very tall, and the fence is very low. So fly out to center for Voss, and that brings up Silas Cicero with 2 outs here in the Wampus Cat half of the third. Cicero playing short today, I believe. David, is that right?
Yeah, he is. Slid over to short.
Has played a lot of third this season, has pitched well. Played second in the past. I guess he's mostly short and third. Looked like a decent pitch. Dropped by the catcher did not help. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to Silas Cicero. It's a well-hit ball. That's going to be down in left field. Cicero rounds first, and he's on. Could be time for a 2-out rally for your Wampus Cats.
That's where that call is so big at second base. He would have moved to third on that deep fly ball and easily scored on that single by Cicero, but hopefully the Cats can overcome it.
Brings up Carter Crow. Carter walked his first at bat. That ball misses.
Do you know the backstory to that?
I don't. Throw over to first, not in time. The Wampus Cats are singing in the dugout. I use that term loosely. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here with 2 outs. Down the third baseline. Just in time, and that ends the inning for the Wampus Cats. 1 hit, no runs for your Wampus Cats. That leaves the score at 2-0 for the Wampus Cats. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, we're back. This is your favorite Cabot Panther playing.
This is the imposter,
Yeah.
Will Thompson.
Will Thompson, if you don't know, David Thompson has a son named Will Thompson.
Who, ironically, this year for CBC is wearing number 6, just like the imposter.
But does not play for Cabot.
Would never play for Cabot.
Would never.
Would never play shortstop because he's left-handed.
Well, there you go. But even if he did play shortstop, he wouldn't play it for Cabot. So.
That's right.
Bottom of 3, Wampus Cats clinging to a 2-0 lead in a pivotal 6A Central Conference matchup.
Yeah, as you know, it's about 2 things in the 6A. You, of course, want to win conference. Always a goal at the beginning of every season, but you also want to get that bye. You don't want to finish 3rd. So this is a big game because whoever wins this game tonight knows they won't get swept this week.
True.
Keeps you in position to at least try to avoid that 3rd spot.
That's a great pitch. So top 2 from both from the Northwest Arkansas Conference and the Central Conference get a bye. And that's so important because it saves a good pitcher. And if you play in the first round of the state tournament, you got to throw what you got. That's a hard hit ball. And that's down. That's rolling. That's trouble. Stewart gets it. He's going to get it in. And that is a triple.
Well, yeah. Off the bat, he kind of fisted a up and in pitch over the shortstop or second baseman. And of course, he got turf, and it rolled and rolled.
It did roll.
And then London kind of bobbled
Just
it.
a little bobble.
Probably a double and an error on that. Not a terrible pitch, but a good start for Cabot.
Yeah, the leadoff guys got on again for Cabot.
I think now you just want to avoid the big inning.
We'll see what direction Cabot elects to go here.
Talk about that bye, Colby. This format started in 2007, and only 1 team has won state that did not get the bye. That's how important
Very good
that
reason
is.
for that, yeah. Who was that team?
Actually, it might be 2. I think maybe Harbor became the 2nd team a couple years ago.
Okay. I would think, man, just having to use
that.
How many aces you have to do that. But good pitch by Wanamaker evens the count.
Yeah. Just get out of sorts with your pitching typically, and it's hard to overcome.
I guess everybody, if you play in the first round, you got to throw the best you got, right? I mean,
well, teams have tried it different ways.
Sandbag your.
A lot of teams have saved their guy for next year, as it turned out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. That ball missed right down the middle. Maybe a little high.
Hopefully he called it inside.
Two balls, 1 strike. Some rain in the forecast this week as Conway is scheduled to play Cabot again at home on Thursday. That ball's hit to 3rd, checks the runner, makes the throw. Great play by Simon Abel. Way to look at the runner. Gets the first out of the inning.
Yep. Simon stepping up big today. Got the RBI single on the long at bat. Get the Cats their 2nd run. There he prevents the run from scoring on the grounder.
Dribbler to first, Voss fields it.
Wow, Kean.
Great.
Guys, that is 100% on me. I missed the button. watching the play. Just twice we've robbed Kean of incredible plays.
Kean on a great play, and Nate doing a good job
Yeah,
covering first.
Nate covered first. Willie just whiffed on the grounder, and Nate didn't slow up. And Kean had the presence of mind to continue with the play.
Get it.
Barehanded it, got it to Nate, so a run scores.
We did miss the run scoring on a great play, but
Yeah.
you know, that's all right. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. And Wampus Cats now lead 2-1. And if the run wouldn't have scored on the last play, it probably would have there. That ball's fouled out of play. One pitch. Look good. Guess that was outside.
I think he missed away.
Hard to tell when you're ground level. 2-1. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. Number 23.
Yeah, that's Braylon Henderson. The sophomores for Cabot, they've got a good crop of sophomores.
Ball is sliced foul. That's going to be stayed in play, but out of reach for Colson Ashcraft in left field today. Has Cabot played Little Rock Christian? They have not.
No. They've played North Little Rock, Catholic, and I believe Southwest.
So they still got Bryant, Jonesboro, Conway. They got a hard road to go, but they're a talented baseball team for sure. That's a well-hit ball. That was almost the exact same hole. But that's a single this time. And we got 2 outs here, bottom of the third.
Yeah, Cabot's got their bye week next week, and then they've got Little Rock Christian, Jonesboro Central. Got a mound visit here.
Short mound visit. You expect a change here or a mound visit, David? No?
I'm going to say a mound visit.
I'm going to say a change. Wanamaker with a solid outing. Going to come out in the bottom of the third here with one run. Guess that would be an earned run, David. Is that right?
Well, it is after that base hit. Yeah, because the bobble in center field gave him third base, and if he had been at second, he would have gone to third on the second ground out, but then the base hit.
I guess the runner
scored him. So
first will be his responsibility. As that
that's
brings
correct.
up
Yep.
senior left-handed pitcher Owen Davenport.
Yeah, a little early for Owen. You just see him in the 4th or 5th. Coach Harden, I think, feeling that this is a big, a pivotal spot in the game.
It's a perfect time for a train.
I do miss the cows in the outfield since they restructured, but and a new scoreboard in right center field.
Having the cows in the outfield was a moving experience.
Yes, well, I do like it. I'm sure they're not done with it, but in center field there's a big chain link fence that's about 4 sections high, and nothing's on it. I'm figuring that's going to be a batter's eye. They just haven't finished yet, but it looks kind of funny just sitting out there without anything covering it.
Could be a good place to put some promo signs for sponsorships.
Well, that kind of defeats the purpose, Colby, of having a batter's eye if you do that.
But it makes money for your baseball program.
You got a couple big old advertising signs on the new scoreboard.
Do.
We'll give some props to First Community Bank, also a Conway baseball sponsor.
There you go.
But we're not going to give any free pub to Camping World.
None.
No.
Not unless they want to give me a deal on a camper.
They're on their own.
All right, so Owen Davenport a little earlier than normal, maybe. We got a runner on first. We got 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the third. Your Wampuscats clinging to a 2-1 lead as these two undefeated conference foes face off. Davenport misses low. Other than the obvious, Owen's left-handed, Nate's right-handed. How are they different or similar, David?
Trying to think if there's any way in which they're similar.
That's a strike by Davenport.
In any way.
So they're very different in their approaches.
Oh, completely different look. Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's an effective 1-2
That's
punch.
a good, yeah. I mean, even just their demeanor on the mound.
Yeah. For sure.
In there.
It's a great pitch, missed outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. We got 2 outs, and your Wampuscats need an out here to end this inning. Davenport with the throw to first, not in time.
So Colby Wanamaker 2 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run that was earned, no walks, and 2 strikeouts. He did hit a batter. Did he hit a batter?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. As you said, the man on first is his responsibility.
That advances the runner there. So now we got 3-1 the count with 2 outs.
Yeah, this has not been a clean inning for the Cats. On the mound or in the field. Kind of flirting with danger here.
And that's a dribbler to Davenport. He's going to spin, he's going to throw. And that will end the inning for your Wampuscats. Not before the Panthers put a run on the board. Conway Wampuscats clinging to a 2-1 lead. We'll be back in the top of the 4th after this.
Back at Cabot and Owen Davenport, who just entered the game on the mound, leading things off, and he swings and misses the first pitch. Second pitch in the turf. Lays off 1-1. Tice Fletcher on the mound for Cabot. Sophomore. Davenport sends that into right center field, where the ball is caught by Madden Smith, and there's out number 1. Brings up Kean Brown. Kean had an RBI single his first time up, got the Cats on the board. This one has popped up right side. First baseman Jacob Steelman calls for it, makes the catch. And there's 2 quick outs for the Cats in the top of the 4th, and bring up Simon Abel. He followed up Kean Brown's RBI single with a RBI single of his own first time up. An 8 pitch at bat by Abel.
First pitch called strike. Good pitch.
The old get over curveball. So Abel with limited varsity play, but he keeps finding himself in spots and delivering on the mound and now at the plate defensively.
Bright future for Simon Abel, just a sophomore. That misses away. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs here.
I think these two are going to have some more battles before they're done.
It's a good pitch. Hard to pick up on.
Yeah, a little frown by Abel, but it was kind of borderline.
Fouls it off down the third baseline.
He's been feeding Simon a diet of breaking balls. Must have seen that walk-off triple in the JV game. I'm sure that went viral.
And called that on the outside edge. And that's a short inning for your Wampus Cats.
And I pitched him backwards there. He went all breaking balls, then reached back for a fastball with 2 strikes.
And so after the Wampus Cats half of the 4th, your Wampus Cats cling to a 2-1 lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, we're back. Bottom of the fourth, Conway Wampus Cats clinging to a 2-1 lead against the Cabot Panthers. Both teams sitting undefeated in the 6A Central, so a key conference matchup. Senior Owen Davenport on the mound for Conway. And first pitch was called a ball. Davenport is in relief of Nate Wanamaker. Nate went 2 2/3 today. Fastball down the middle. Seemed to have really good velocity. And maybe got a piece of it. Foul ball. Cabot led off the third inning with the leadoff triple, and that was how they were able to score their run. Conway trying to avoid that fate here. Davenport misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's Davenport. Brown charges it, but there's no play.
It's a tough break.
Rolled up Davenport. Unique play. Everybody seems okay.
If he leaves it alone, it's an easy out. But
the runner reaches on.
It's base hit. Yeah, it's base hit.
That's an infield hit.
Yep.
Error. It's a unique play is what that was.
It's instinct to reach for the baseball.
Runner in for Cabot. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure what just happened. The ball kind of rolled up. It hit Owen, obviously not hard. Slowed the ball down enough so that Kean had a hard time. Kean did a great job charging the ball, but by the time he did, it was just too late. So, nonetheless, the leadoff man is on for Cabot, and that represents the tying run. Oh, great job by Cover. Keeps it in front of him. Runner thought about it. And he thought about it again. That misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
Batter is Tatum Mansfield. I believe he was hit by a pitch. First time through.
Davenport comes set. Great job by Cover blocking the ball.
You know, that one, Davenport went for the slide step. Cut down any chance of stealing, but it looked like he maybe rushed his pitch a little bit. Spiked what's supposed to be a get-over breaking ball.
And he's now behind in the count 3-0. And you would assume maybe the Cabot batter's taken here. Think he was?
I would think so.
Maybe here again, you think?
Nah.
I don't know where they're at in their lineup.
Mansfield hitting 7th.
Okay. (3-1) the count. That's lifted out of play. And Davenport's battling back here to a full count. This feels like a big point in the game.
Yeah, a lot of high stretch pitches for the Wampus Cats in this ball game. A lot of traffic.
That was a great pitch by Davenport to come back from that. Started down 3-0 and thought he was in the hole, and he was. And then
battled back well.
Great job by Davenport. Wampus Cats needed that. double play is in order here. Be a great way to get out of this inning.
So Madden Smith, the center fielder, struck out his first time up.
This kid looks tall, but pretty lean as well. So. Big lead at first. Great pitch by Davenport. Did you get a radar gun on that one, David?
89.4.
Visual gun says 87.4.
I did the math.
That's right. Runner's gone.
I think a throw that was online had him a little bit on the third base side of the bag. Cats give up another base. So far, the extra bases have not really hurt them, but they're playing with fire, I feel like.
Cabot's off to a fast start this season. Whatever you think about the in-state baseball polls, Davenport misses high. I've seen him ranked, I believe, as high as third, behind the Wampus Cats and Valley View.
Yeah, it's hard to really know what to make of those polls. There's just not enough of a sample size, especially this early in the season.
That's foul. Down
I think it almost came back fair.
It sure did.
I have not seen as many teams from Northwest Arkansas in the polls as you usually see.
I agree.
Kind of question that a little bit.
Yeah, Rogers is up there, but they've lost a couple, and you don't see much from Fayetteville, which we know is good. Bentonville, can't believe they would
I
be
do think
down.
some teams are down up there, but I have a hard time believing they're not as good as some of the teams we see.
That's a great pitch. 3-2 the count again. Another full count for Davenport. I agree. Northwest Arkansas, there's so much talent in that whole region. Can't believe that 10 or 12 of them aren't on the same team. Of course, Shiloh Christian has probably pulled some of those.
They may be the best team up there.
Could be.
They're having a fantastic year.
And that misses high. Ball 4. Runners on first and second with one out here. The bottom of the fourth.
So this is Kane Harmon. He's batting ninth. You do kind of wonder if they'll put a play on here with the top of the order up next.
Cabot has more 6'3" guys than any baseball team I've seen. That's a good pitch.
So that's a low strike, but that's been there all day.
Good frame by Sean.
Yeah, good frame, and that's been there all day. So if umpire's consistent there, then it's up to the players to adjust.
That is a tough pitch to do much with.
Yeah, it is. That's right. Rewards the guys that can hit that spot.
Yep. Cicero has trouble with it. And Coach Harden's going to come out and talk about it.
I think Silas, as he was charging that chopper, the dugout was yelling 3. That was his shortest throw, and I wonder if he was thinking about what base to go to and didn't quite see the play through.
Off the ball, maybe. But Wampus Cats are a bit of a jam here. Base is loaded.
Yeah, it's self-inflicted with the walk and the error. And they got top of the order and a really good hitter. They've kind of been
one out.
They've just been a little bit lethargic, just not crisp the last 2 or 3 innings.
The last game we played at this ballpark, it was the exact same.
Well, we're not going to talk about games in this ballpark. Weird things seem to happen, but got to overcome it. So here's the imposter. Bases loaded, one away.
Will Thompson. Cabot dugout has got a bunch of life. Lots of clapping. Great job by Cover behind the plate.
It hit him.
Did it really?
Yep.
Did not see
Breaking
that.
ball hit his foot. That forces in a run, and we're tied.
All right. So that ties the score at 2. Bases loaded. 1 out, bottom of 4.
Yeah, brings up Jacob Murray, who's probably their best hitter. I think he's going to Crowder. All right.
That sounds right. He's played a lot of baseball for Cabot through the years, for sure. Great pitch by Davenport to start it out.
First pitch, little splitter or cutter there. He's looking to ambush.
Definitely had him off balance.
Murray 1 for 2 today. He grounded up to third his last time up. That was against Wanamaker.
Wind kicks up here.
Yeah, gusting out to left. Not ideal.
That
this
ball
spot.
misses. That's right down the middle. I don't know why he's shaking his head. That was.
Yeah, I think Shaw may have been set up inside. It might have been closer to the corner than we could see from here, but
Maybe.
definitely hit his spot. Big pitch here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Jacob Murray. Misses high. Two your score. That's a hard hit ball.
What did I say about that wind?
That is a hard hit ball.
Yep.
And that is a grand slam.
Off-speed pitch. He got him out in front. He was reaching, but a lot of plate. And Murray able to get up in the air. And don't know if it would have gone out if the wind weren't blowing, but it was a deep drive either way. And now all the mistakes that have been made by the Cats have come back to bite them.
And that's a Cabot leads 6-2 here after the grand slam by Jacob Murray. Still got 1 out. Still got a lot of baseball. Looked like a good pitch. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Ball's fouled off out of play. So ball misses high. Conley's got 1 out here and needing to get out of the bottom of the 4th. That ball's fouled out of play. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Conway's needing to regroup here. A strikeout would help that. Stop the bleeding.
Yeah, battered Steelman, he's 0 for 2. He hit that little ground ball that got past Willie that Kean made the bare hand play on that knocked in the first run.
Wampus Cats needing an out. And another foul ball. Struck him out. Davenport gets a strikeout. And that's, more importantly, that's 2 outs for the Wampus Cats here in what's been a tough inning for your Wampus Cats. 1 run given up on a hit batter with the bases loaded, and then a grand slam by Jacob Murray accounts for the 5 runs for the Cabot Panthers. Conway came into the inning up 2-1, now find themselves in a hole here down 6-2. That's another well-struck ball. Finds a hole between London and Witt. It's going to be a stand-up double.
That was Braylon Henderson, another sophomore from Cabot. That's his 2nd hit of the game.
Good piece of hitting.
Yep, sat on that low fastball. Nicholas Snow, also a sophomore. He tried to ambush, but he got something off speed.
Don't see a lot of players wearing number 99.
No, not in high school, because usually those are they're not a standard issue, but maybe a Cabot. Pick their numbers.
Another good pitch by Davenport. It's got him looking a little uncomfortable in the box.
Yeah, get the same pitch twice in a row. Little cutter splitter.
And hit to Cicero, fielded to first, and that ends the bottom of the 4th for your Wampus Cats, but not before Cabot puts 5 runs on the board via a hit batter with the bases loaded, and then a Jacob Murray grand slam. So that leaves the score after 4, Conway 2, Cabot 6. That brings up Whit Williams here to lead off the 5th for the Wampus Cats. Wampus Cats are in a hole here, trailing 6-2. Wampus Cats don't play from behind too often, so.
Well, you say that, but we've had quite a few. I'm not sure we've been down 4 yet this year, but a few come from behind wins late. So we got 3 innings to go. Just need some base runners. Need to chip away.
Fouled off. Another foul ball out of play. And that's a good hit for Williams up the middle.
Yeah, Witt got a 2-strike breaking ball, stayed back on it, took it right up the middle.
So we need base runners.
That's right.
Williams is on.
Sets at the table for the top of the order, and Sean Cover.
Sean Cover, senior, at the plate. Williams with good speed on first for sure. It's a hard hit ball to third. And the third baseman bobbles it.
We'll take it.
And we got runners on first and second. London Stewart up. Hitter error, David Thompson.
That's an E5.
All right.
I think he was, again, kind of like maybe Silas last inning, looking to maybe rush the double play attempt.
Well hit ball, for sure. We're going to run for Sean. We're going to bring in Ryder Cook. Sean can courtesy run today. And Whit Williams on second. Ryder Cook on first, and London Stewart at the plate. London has struck the ball well today. Ground rule double in his first at bat. I'm not saying Cabot controls the weather, but we don't get the same wind that they got. Little action in the Cabot bullpen. And London stays hot. That's down. Going to hold Witt at third, and that's going to load him up. Load him up for the Wampus Cats.
And here we go. Cats already had the tying run up after the big inning.
Willie Voss is up now.
You don't need all 4 runs back here, but if you can get a crooked number up there, cut into this lead.
Got to cut into it right now.
That's right. And Cats have the pitching depth. They can hold Cabot to 6.
And the catcher's going to talk about it. Maybe buying a little time in the bullpen. I don't expect that this guy's going to last too much longer. We'll see.
Yeah, Fletcher's at, I think, 80 pitches.
He's done a good job.
He has.
Wampus Cats need some runs. They don't look phased. They look like they're ready to get to work. It's a good pitch.
It's like Caden Harmon in the bullpen for the Panthers, if I can see that right. Senior.
18.
Big right-hander. I thought I said 19.
Maybe 19. I think it is 19. Just missed Willie. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'd take a hit batter, return the favor.
That's right. That's right.
Willie gets hit often, early and often. Gets hit like David Thompson votes, early and often. I like. That's trouble. It's down. It's going to score 1. Good jump by Cook. Scores 2, and your Wampus Cats are back in business. Good piece of hitting by Willie Voss.
Beautiful hitting and really good read by Ryder Cook.
Ryder got a great jump, and that brought
score
in
on
2.
that. Yep.
Closing the gap to 4-6. That's going to bring up Silas Cicero.
I think we're going to see a pitching change as Coach Goodwin makes the walk out to the mound.
Slow walk. If he does make the change, we'll take a break. We'll see what he's going to do.
It's 3 hits in the inning in the air. Fletcher's done for the day.
All right, we'll take a break with them. When we come back, your Wampus Cats trail Cabot Panthers 6-4. We got 2 runners on with no outs here. Top of the 5th. We'll be back.
Colby got some scores from the conference, some interesting ones. Bryant and Little Rock Christian are in the 8th inning at Little Rock Christian. It's 1-1.
Overtime.
Both teams scored in the 7th.
Wow.
And Bryant's got a couple runners on with nobody out. Jonesboro leads North Little Rock 4-1. They are in the, that might be a final actually. Yeah, it's a final. Jonesboro has beaten North Little Rock. They stay undefeated in conference. And I'll save the best for last as Silas Cicero steps to the plate.
Runners on first and second. Squared to bunt, pulled it back.
It's the 5th inning at Little Rock Southwest, and it's the Griffins leading Central High 6-4. They are 6 outs away from their first ever conference win.
That'd be big news. Squares to bunt again and pulls it back. Good job, Silas.
That would be huge news. The closest they couldn't beat anybody was Bryant a couple years ago.
Which made 0 sense.
They lost by, I think they had a tying run at second at the end of that game.
Bryant was good.
And Southwest was their best team, although we've not seen this year.
Two balls, one strike to count to Cicero. Wampus Cats runners on first and second after Willie Voss drove in 2. Pitching change for Cabot.
It is Harmon in the game.
And that ball misses the run. Stewart out at third.
Silas squared to bunny, read the breaking ball and pulled back, and Stewart went on the dirt ball, but was not able to get there in time.
Voss does advance to second. 1 out for the Wampus Cats here.
And that's big, because that takes a tying run off base now.
That could be trouble, but it's, nope, just kind of died there. So, excuse me, things change quickly for your Wampus Cats now with 2 outs.
Yeah, and that's kind of the both sides of the card there. If he's safe at third, London probably scores on that, even though it wasn't deep with his speed. So
brings up Carter Crow.
When you're aggressive, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
A good time for a hit for Carter. Willie's on second. Wampus Cats down 2. Ball's high. Center fielder's under it, and he catches it. And that ends the inning for the Wampus Cats. Wampus Cats gain back 2. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th. Conway trailing Cabot 4-6. Is that right? We're back. So Conway closes the gap to 4-6. 2-run lead for the Cabot Panthers. Bottom of the 5th. Davenport's back out on the mound.
Be 6, 7, 8 up for the Panthers.
Willie's running. Couldn't make the play. Great effort by Voss. Running full speed over the shoulder. Just couldn't bring it in. Great effort. That ball's hit to right field, and it's leadoff single.
Yeah, previously, when Green got on, they ran for him, and he re-entered. He's got a big old knee brace on his left knee. They're going to leave him in now. You take him out again, he is unable to return. He's at Mansfield. That's 9 hits for Cabot now, I believe.
Bunt. Foul ball. Davenport with the throw to first, not in time. Squares to bunt again. Gets it down. It's going to be foul. And gives him 2 strikes. Probably takes the bunt off, but we'll see. Maybe not.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on it.
Don't know.
I can't tell where that, I can't see the corners. Sean did not frame it, though. He snatched it and looked at the runner, which makes me think that it wasn't as close as it looked.
Fouled off. 1-2 the count. Davenport ahead here. Runner on first for the Panthers.
Davenport up to 47 pitches. An inning in the third. little delayed call.
There was a delayed call, and I don't know. The batter scooted back like it almost hit him, and then.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the umpire was going to call it high, and then he realized that's a pretty big boy up there.
Strikeout for Davenport. It's the bottom line. And that's one out.
And that's his third strikeout.
That's a big out.
Yeah, he does not advance a runner like Cabot had hoped to do there. That's the good news.
Throw
That's
to
the
first,
bad news.
gets away from Voss. Voss lost his glove. Williams comes in from right to get it.
A little surprised. They could have called Willie for a interference or obstruction. I forget which is offense, which is defense. But
well, they may be.
And that's exactly what Ronnie's saying. Now, I know enough to get myself in trouble here, but I think he has to make an attempt at third base to get that call. But now, that being said, the umpire has to call right away. He has to put his hand up. He didn't do that.
Would he not just get second?
Well, no, not necessarily. So if it's a delayed dead ball, and he can call obstruction or interference. I forget which terminology, but and if he tries to make the third in umpire's discretion, he would have made it anyway. He can award him the base. I don't know that he can give him the base if he has an attempt, but again, his hand never came up. Umpire never called it.
Definitely Voss got tangled up with him. Well.
So a little bit of a break there for the Cats. With all this foul room, usually overthrow there is the runner does make it to third base. With one out, that would be huge.
That's true. Wobscat's already in a hole. Good pitch by Davenport, missed low.
Little low. It's been there at some points today, but it was a little low.
Outside.
And you kind of wonder who would be the next guy for Conway. You wouldn't think they'd want to use Cicero or Stewart. In fact, Stewart's probably still coming back from that long start he had on Friday.
That's a great pitch.
And then Holland has thrown a fair amount, but he's off the table, so
might see Simon Abel.
You might see Abel. You might see him try to get an inning out of Cicero. You still have a day to bounce back.
Willie Voss would be a possibility. Interesting sound off the bat. Williams makes the catch. Runner stays at second. 2 outs.
So this is a big spot in the game. Not only is it man on second, 2 outs, you've got top of the order on deck, and you'd rather not see the imposter hit with runners on base. Ooh. Colby, they call that a sword.
For good reason. Strike 2. Davenport working way ahead here with 2 outs.
Colby going the 9th inning in Little Rock Christian, still 1-1. Bryant and Little Rock Christian.
Playing a full baseball game, real
That's
baseball.
right. Of course, we played 10 innings there.
True. Worked out for us. That's
outside. Central is tied up with Southwest. Gonna hold the champagne for now.
be Coke Zero for me. That's a hit past the third baseman. Gets it in. Cabot adds to the lead.
Yep.
7-4.
So the pickoff error comes back to haunt the Cats. 2-out single allows the runner to score from second base. It was not hit. It was a line drive. It was not hit hard at all. Kind of excuse me, but just past the diving Simon Abel.
Yeah.
And the Panthers get one of those runs back.
Will Thompson up.
That's trouble.
Thought it hit him coming out of the box.
I
Guess it did not.
It's a swing and bunt. Something was his arm guard. Oh, his arm guard flew off.
Any event he reaches, and that's going to bring up Jacob Murray, who had a grand slam last inning. So. Foul ball out of play.
It's way out in front.
On deck guy almost got it. This is outside. Cabot's got runners on first and second, 2 outs. Cabot Panther half of the 5th. Wampus Cats trails 7-4.
That was a beautiful pitch, and it has been a strike most of the night.
Oh, man. Come on.
Yeah, I don't understand that. And it must be off the plate, but that was higher than the previous one.
And that's a walk to Murray. loads them up for the Cabot Panthers. Your Wampus Cats with 2 outs, desperately needing to get out of this inning. Jake Steelman up for the Panthers.
Lefty-lefty matchup.
2 outs. Big at bat here for Cabot. It's a well-hit ball. And Stewart tracks it down to get the Wampus Cats out of a jam in the bottom of the 5th. Wampus Cats still trail the Cabot Panthers 7-4. We'll be back for the last 2 innings of this 6A Central Conference matchup after this. We're back. Owen Davenport at the plate. Top of 6. Wampus Cats find themselves trailing Cabot Panthers 7-4. That's hit to the first baseman. He turns, throws it. That one slides at first.
At no point did it look like that play was going to work.
Oh, we need some.
He tried a 360 something.
That was a,
No look toss to the pitcher on the run.
that wasn't there.
And it was right in line with us. Courtesy runner C.J. Gibson at first base. So you keep getting base runners, Colby.
We got some. Know what we're asking about here.
Did they make a sub?
No.
You don't usually see the defense come out. Maybe he made one between innings and forgot to report it.
Could have been. C.J. Gibson in to run for Davenport. Is that a base hit or an error, David?
I'm not even sure how to categorize that. It seemed routine off the bat.
And that's gonna.
Well, it doesn't matter because he is erased.
Double play for Cabot.
First pitch off speed.
That's going to
Got
bring
Keegan
up
reaching a little bit.
Simon Abel.
It's definitely a momentum killer. A well-executed pitch there.
You know, Cabot has only The Wampus Cats only walked one time this game, so doing a good job of limiting walks. 0-2 the count to Simon Abel.
Couple breaking balls there, just able to lead things off, start things off. He pitched him. Cabot pitched him backwards last time. Came with a fastball, 2 strikes, and they do it again there.
Missed high. In the turf. And another one in the turf. Full count. Abel started out down 0-2. Battling back here. Pitchers looked a little wild here the last 3 pitches.
That's a really good 3-2 pitch. Abel couldn't quite lay off it.
Ends inning for the Wampus Cats. 1 base runner on an error, and that was all that we had for. We'll be back with the 7th inning. Your Wampus Cats trailing Cabot 7-4. All right, we're back here, bottom of 6. Cabot leading your Wampus Cats 7-4.
Yeah, Colby looks like a pinch hitter for Cabot. I think it's Braylon Henderson.
I think that's what they said. Fouls that pitch off, evens the count.
Say this too, they're playing a lot of seniors. I'm sorry, a lot of sophomores.
Mm-hmm.
Little Rock Christian with only a couple seniors in their lineup too, so a lot of talent coming back in this conference next year.
Great pitch by Davenport. Puts him ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls it off, out of play. That's up. Abel calls it at third, takes it.
Good job by Abel taking over there. You don't want your pitcher to catch it, but you also don't want him to
Run into
bail.
somebody.
Well, you don't want to bail too soon, and
Yeah.
the ball wasn't hit that high. I don't know if Silas could have gotten there, but Simon did a good job of taking charge.
Brings up Chris Cross. Misses low. Fouls it off. Number 99er.
Nicholas Snow. I'm sorry. Henderson's been in the game. I was looking at the wrong part of the lineup. I thought we were lower in the lineup for some reason.
That's a hard hit ball up the middle. It's going to drop. Stewart picks it up in center and gets it in. One out single for the Panthers as they've got a base runner on again. We're going to run here. Jaden Green at the plate. Courtesy runner on. Maybe a pinch runner, I don't know.
12 hits for Cabot now. Green's got a couple of them.
I would say that's probably the most hits your Wampus Cats have given up this season, wouldn't you, David?
Yeah, I don't remember. Well, yeah, I think so because Valley View scored 7 runs, but I think they only had maybe 3 hits going into that last inning. They tacked on a few.
Job by Cover, keeping the ball in front.
Yeah, Sean's done a nice job. I don't think he had caught this year until tonight.
Don't think he has either.
Yeah.
That's.
He caught in the preseason in practice, and he had a little leg issue.
It's a lot to
in
ask.
Preseason, he hadn't been back there since. Done a good job.
He's done a great job. That ball is hitting the air. Voss is on it. Great play by Willie Voss over the shoulder in foul territory. Great job by Voss. Big out. Good job, Willie Voss. Two outs now for the Wampus Cats. Hard hit ball. Good play by Ashcraft, and that ends the inning for the Wampus Cats. Your Wampus Cats will have a tall order in front of them when we come back. They trail the Cabot Panthers 7-4. We'll be back with the 7th inning after this break. All right, we're back, top of 7. Wampus Cats find themselves in a hole, trailing Cabot 7-4. And it's do or die time for your Wampus Cats. Whit Williams to lead off the top of 7. And he's on. Good job, Whit Williams.
It's 2 straight at bats that Williams has started things off with a base hit.
Good job, Whit. And that brings up Sean Cover. Whit with good speed on the bases. Sean Cover at the plate. Hit the third. Out at second.
Wow.
Out at first. Double play for the Cabot Panthers.
And that's just how it's gone for the Cats tonight.
It's been one of those nights.
Yep.
Nothing's went right for your Wampus Cats. Lennon Stewart's at the plate. He's had a good night at the plate. Called strike. Stewart actually with 3 hits on the night, so really good night at the plate for London. Ground ball to third. And that's the ball game, folks. Wampus Cats fall 7-4 to the Cabot Panthers. First loss of the season in conference play for your Conway Wampus Cats. Cabot remains undefeated in the 6A Central. Weather permitting, the schedule is a rematch with these 2 teams at Conway on Thursday. Is that right, David?
That's correct. And Colby, when's the last time the Cats lost back-to-back games to teams from Arkansas?
It's a great question.
Got to go back to the end of the 2023 season. Lost to Bryant, and then lost to Bentonville right here on this field in the state tournament. So it's the last time we've dropped 2 straight in-state schools. But
Okay.
bound to happen. Got that out of our system. Need to come and win the game on Thursday.
And, you know, lots of things didn't go the way of the Wampus Cats today, but some of that is a credit to Cabot. Cabot played a good game, helped by a grand slam in the 4th inning, accounted for over half their runs. But, man, tough night for your Cats. Some costly errors, timely hits by Cabot. Did they finish with 12 hits? I mean, that's a lot for Conway to give up.
And, of course, the big hit there, the grand slam. I mean, the flip side of this, the Cats, I thought, swung the bats pretty well tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
I think we had him for maybe nine hits. And
take away the grand slam, it's a different game, but don't really get to do that. So,
no.
Of course, with the tradition that Conway has in history, but especially in recent history, you're going to get everybody's best game, and Cabot is you're celebrating like they just won.
Yeah, and, matchups are a thing. Some teams match up better with others, and for some reason, this place has been a house of horrors for Conway over the year. I think this is 5 out of 6 that we've lost here.
That continues. The only conference game your Cats lost last season was here, and so hopefully that'll be the case again this season, because your Cats have to – the thing about baseball mentally is you got to flush what happened today and be ready for what's going to happen Thursday. So you got to have a short memory, and hopefully that's what happens with your Cats. You can't dwell on this one because there was a lot that went wrong for your Cats tonight, and find themselves on the short end of the scoreboard for the first time in conference play, the second time on the season. But, man, there's a lot of talent on this Conway team, and I don't expect that this will keep them down. Certainly they've got to clear their heads and be ready to play Thursday, weather permitting. That game is going to be carried on Conway Corp?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Conway Corp is going to stream for us on Thursday. So, find their YouTube channel. They stream that for free, or if you have Conway Corp cable, you can turn to Channel 5. And
Channel
watch
5
it on there.
Sports is what that's called
Yep.
on the Conway Corp stream. David, any final thoughts tonight before we sign off and get ready for the
No,
JV
it's
game?
you know, time to get out of here.
Yeah.
I think our Starlink turned into second base over there, huh?
Yeah, I don't think that's great at all. They're using Starlink for second base. That's why our internet connection may have been
I
bad.
mean, it's white and it's kind of square.
And super expensive. So, isn't that it?
Yeah.
We need to see about that. You never know what you're going to get places. So she's negotiating to see if she can get it back. Oh, they're saying it's still. Maybe that's not it.
No, that's definitely it. All right, well,
All right,
we'll
we're
sign
gonna
off.
sign
yeah.
off. Folks, Wampus Cats fall 7-4 to the Cabot Panthers. We'll see you next time. Wampus Cats Sports Network, I'm Colby Crow with David Thompson.